Are we about to hit another golden era in gaming, or are we already in it and we haven't even realised yet? Some would argue that 2014 to 2016 was gaming at its peak in terms of what games we got and the quality of some of those games. In hindsight, it's easy not to realise how big some of those games you're playing are because it just feels normal. So I'm going to give you guys a list of games that came out around that time and compare it to what has come out and what's coming out with 2026 to 2027. One of the reasons I want to make this video is all the negative press in the gaming industry lately. I just feel it'd be a good idea to show everyone that not everything in the gaming industry is negative, and I'd argue some things in the gaming industry are heading in the right direction. So stick around to find out. So looking back now a decade ago at this point in 2014, we had some amazing games. We had the starts of franchises like Destiny and Titanfall, and we had Mario Kart 8 release and Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U. We had Infamous Second Son on the PS4, terrible story by the way, and then we had massive hits like Dragon Age. It wasn't the greatest year in gaming, but it was serviceable. Coming into 2015 we had even bigger hits like The Witcher 3, an absolute titan of the industry, and then Bloodborne, a game people are still asking for a port, a remake or a remaster to this day. Then Fallout 4 and Star Wars Battlefront were released. Funnily enough, those two games were both better than the next games released like Battlefront 2 and Starfield, unless you minus Battlefront's self-implosive microtransactions. Another Goliath game to come out in 2015 was Batman Arkham Knight. Once again, another game to be better than the next released by that developer. I don't need to talk about Suicide Squad. We saw the release of Rocket League, another game that was a new fresh idea and is still extremely popular today 10 years later. Nintendo released Super Mario Maker in 2015. This game was a massive hit and found lots of success for people's videos on YouTube. They went on to make a sequel a few years later. Now into 2016, not as big as 2015's catalogue of games, but still a big year in terms of quality games. We had the Doom reboot, which was and still is extremely popular. Respawn followed up Titanfall with their own sequel, Titanfall 2. Dark Souls 3 released. Anytime a Souls game comes out from FromSoft, we just expect quality at this point. Then we had games like Battlefield 1, Overwatch, and Uncharted 4. All different types of games, all amazing games in their own ways, and all remembered to this day. So that would make you think to yourself, look at the games we had back then. We couldn't possibly get games like that anytime soon, but what if I told you not only will we, but we already have. This year alone we got some massive hits. We got Expedition 33, a game made by a small team of developers, some that had never even made a game before, and this is a generational game that will be remembered forever. In 10 years time we might be looking back on this game in another retrospective video. Then we had quality sequels with games like Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2 and Doom the Dark Ages. We had some fresh ideas with games like Ark Raiders, Blueprints and Dispatch. And who knew we'd get another quality Silent Hill game with Silent Hill F. We had a return to co-op with Split Fiction, an absolute gem for couch co-op, and a game some people thought would never release, which is Hollow Knight Silksong. Another great thing to see in 2025 was games like Battlefield 6 and even Assassin's Creed finally trying to push out quality games. Finally for 2025 we had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I haven't had the chance to play this one just yet, but from what I've seen, it may be one of the best RPGs ever created, and that's a big rap for a game coming out in 2025. So just that list alone is quite large and it's all quality, but that's just 2025. So what could possibly be coming in 2026 and beyond? Yes, GTA 6. Let's just get this one out of the way. It's coming in 2026. I don't see GTA getting another delay. I think we'll definitely see it in November. If I'm wrong, I'm happy for you guys to remember this video and let me know. So we have Resident Evil Requiem coming out in 2026, a game that's already generated massive hype. Crimson Desert, if you haven't seen this one, just do yourself a favour and watch some gameplay of it. And then we have 007 First Light in May. Hitman style gameplay is about to go to the next level with that one. Lego Batman is another game people are extremely keen on, so keep your eye out for that. I don't want to go too far into the future because delays and announcements could still happen, but already in 2027 we're supposed to be getting Naughty Dog's new game, which is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, the new Tomb Raider Catalyst, and another huge game in The Witcher 4. If those three release and are as quality as expected, 2027 is going to be an absolute massive year for gaming. So looking back to just some of the games I've said from 2025 to 2027, you can see we're still getting a crazy amount of quality games, and that's without so many that I didn't even mention for 2026. I know sometimes it feels like there's only negative in the gaming industry, but if we sometimes just take a moment to look at what we're getting, We realise that the actual games themselves that we are getting have been amazing, and I'm super excited for the next few years of gaming. Alright, so let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. Do you feel like we're still getting quality games, or do you feel like we had it better back then? Or maybe even in other years you'd like to mention. Let me know in the comments, and if you guys like this video, like the video and subscribe if you're new around here. I'll talk to you guys on the next video.